Okay, welcome class. Today we will be flowing with Stephanie, myself. This is flow plus yin. We'll start with a little bit of heat building and then we'll get into our long holds. Today's flow is inspired by our third eye chakra located between our eyebrows here. And the element for this chakra is light. And I'd like to share 3 affirmations for this chakra that governs our intuition, our clarity, and a lot of great things that help us with connecting to this energy center. And the color that resembles this healing chakra center is indigo or purple. As you can see, I'm kind of wearing it. So the 3 affirmations is, I'm guided by my own intuition. My third eye connects me to my flow. I see all that is with perfect clarity. And our mantra for today is Om Tapa. So Om Topaha. And our hand gesture, our mudra, is called Kailsvara Mudra. So you gently bring your thumbs together as the rest of your fingers curl in, keeping our middle fingers connected. So just like this. So this is to enhance our intuition and clarity of mind. The purpose of this flow is to balance our third eye chakra. So I invite you to gently remind yourself of the affirmations or invite this mudra into your practice at any point to help you invoke our intention for our practice today. So we'll go ahead and start with a little bit of mobility in our thoracic spine, which will help us move throughout our practice. So go ahead and find yourself a nice seated position. Maybe you'd like to sit on your sit bones for easy pose. If you'd like to place a block underneath you to help you in this pose, and be gentle with our hips. If you'd like to place a pillow underneath you, that's okay too. The point is to be comfortable in our asana poses, steady and comfortable. I'd like to take this time to acknowledge the land we practice on here in Santa Barbara, the traditional owners being the Chumash Indians, the Native Americans' original landowners. Sending gratitude to them for this beautiful land. So, taking a moment, lengthening your spine through the crown of your head. We'll go ahead and start by crossing our arms over our chest and gently making circles. So leaning towards our left, forward, to the right, leaning back. We'd like to have strong backs, a strong spine. Breathing. Switching directions. And on that last breath, release your arms to your side. We'll move our necks next. Lean towards the right. Forward. Breathing to the left. Connecting your ear to your left shoulder. Retract your shoulder blades together to help you with this stretch gently. and forward. We're making half circles. And then forward. And gently on your next breath, come back to center. Next, we'll start with a little bit of cat and cow. So bringing your hands to your knees. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Next, we'll circle our shoulders towards our ears, back. Retract your shoulder blades, forward, up towards your ears, back. Remembering to breathe, and back, forward, and back. Gently release your shoulders, come back to neutral. Next, I'd like for you to place your hands in front of you on all fours. We're gonna go ahead and walk into mountain. We'll start with our moon salutations. So bringing your feet underneath your hips, long spine, stacking your knees, your hips, and your shoulders over your ankles. Inhale, arms go up. And stay here for mountain. Exhale. Inhale. Lean towards your right, stretching out the left side of your body. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Moving from the hips. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing your hands out wide, hinging from our hips. Releasing our chest over our thighs. Maybe you'd like to bend your knees more. If you'd like to widen your stance, we're here for ragdoll. Breathing here. Release your neck, release your head. If you'd like, I invite you to interlace your arms, holding onto your elbows. I invite you here for small movements, swaying side to side. Hips towards the sky. Exhale, release your hands to your mat. Inhale, toe heel your feet back underneath your hips. Inhale, up slowly but gently. Shoulders are last. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, Samastiti. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. And I invite you here to set an intention. Maybe it's to gain more clarity of mind, to invoke intuition throughout our day, throughout our week. Inhale our intention. Open mouth. Exhale stagnant energy that no longer serves us. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins. Lengthen your spine straight. Engage your core. And gaze just a few inches in front of you as if you are peeking over a cliff. This will help lengthen our spine here, stretching our hamstrings if you'd like to bend your knees more to help you Be comfortable in this pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back with your right leg for low lunge. Gently place your knee to your mat, your left knee over your ankle for a 90-degree bend. Inhale, arms overhead, lengthening your spine, engaging your core. We're opening up our hips. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing your foot back to the top of your mat. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back for low lunge. Keep your knee over your ankle at a 90-degree angle. Gently place your back knee down. Inhale, arms overhead. Pull your chest forward. Move your shoulders away from your ears. Retract your shoulder blades here. Palms face each other. Exhale, place your hands in front of you and bring your left foot back to the top of your mat, forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step your right leg back, low lunge. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot back to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, place your hand on your mat, step your left foot back. Inhale, arms overhead. This is our second time doing our modified moon salutations. So feeling our hips begin to stretch open. Exhale, place your hands to your mat. Bring your left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then on your next breath, go ahead and place your bottom onto the mat. We're going to start our yin poses here. So place your sit bones on the mat, making small adjustments here. Place the soles of your feet together in front of you. Open your knees out. If you'd like to place your feet a little further out to access this pose better, or if you have more flexibility and range of motion in your hips already, go ahead and place your feet closer to you. If you'd like, you can place blocks underneath your thighs here to help begin to open up our hips for butterfly. Placing your hands to your shins, to your ankles. Inhale, draw your chest forward. We'll stay here for 2 more minutes. This is our butterfly pose, if you're wondering. For yin, the purpose is to be still. And while we're holding this pose, I would like to invite you to access your ujjayi breath here. So while holding this breath, we'll practice our victorious breath for the 30 seconds. Inhale through your nostrils. Open mouth, exhale. One more together. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. On our next breath, seal your lips together. Inhale through your nostrils. And exhale through your nostrils. You should feel a slight constriction. The back of your throat should feel and sound like ocean sounds. Or if you like Star Wars, Darth Vader. Inhale through our nostrils. Exhale. Couple more together. Inhale. Exhale. One more.
It's basically the same thing.
Throw in some.
We don't really care about the characters.
On your next breath, extend your legs out long. Place the soles of your feet onto your mat, wider than hip distance. We'll counter this pose with windshield wipers. Go ahead and retract your shoulder blades. Place your hands behind you. If it's more comfortable to point behind, that's okay. Inhale, lean to the right, connecting knees to the mat or in that direction, being intentional with countering our pose here. 10 more seconds. Be gentle with yourselves. We'll have a few more later. On your next breath, we'll go ahead and cross our ankles, place our hands in front of us, and make some room. Draw your knees out wide. Go ahead and settle onto your heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. Exhale, child's pose. Releasing your chest, head, and forehead to your mat. We'll stay here for 3 minutes. I invite you here to access your ujjayi breath, also called our victorious breath. And be gentle here with yourself. Breathing through your nostrils, feeling your lips, exhaling through your nostrils. We'll do 3 more breaths. Each breath, continue to breathe even deeper. On your next breath, begin to bend at the elbows while pressing your hands together, keeping your hands behind your neck. This will help stretch our tricep, our arms. So I'll show you here. So back to child's pose. And continue breathing. Exhale, release your hands back to your mat. Begin to walk your hands towards you, sitting upright. We'll go ahead and come back to a seated position. And in our seated position, we will start with half butterflies. Inhale, extend. Exhale, extend your legs long. Inhale, draw your right foot to the inside of your thigh. Square your hips here. And inhale, lengthen our spine here. Drawing our chest forward. Exhale, walk your hands towards your foot. Flex your foot. And we'll stay here, keeping our back as straight as possible. This is more active. And exhale, if you'd like to place any props on your shin to help your forehead meet your shin. Or if there is more range of motion here, we'll do more of a passive stretch. Words. Exhale. Release your chest onto your thigh. Belly onto the thigh. Forehead to your shin. Remember to breathe. We'll be here for another minute. If there's any discomfort, remember you can bend this knee here. Place your sole to the mat and stay here. On your next breath, go ahead and extend both legs and give it a little bit of a wiggle here, keeping the heels connected to the mat. We'll do 10 more seconds, keeping our hands behind us to support this movement here. Shake it out. And then inhale, draw the other foot to the inside of your leg. And again, for a more modified pose, bend more at the knee. So whether that's a micro bend or a big bend, this is to help open up our thighs. I'll go ahead and move so you can see this better. So we are here and here. So sliding our hands either on the mat or on our leg. We want to bring our forehead to our shin. So maybe your forehead is at your knee, that's okay. And if you'd like to extend your leg here, and then begin to walk your hands towards your foot, flex your foot here. If you're able to touch your foot, amazing. And if you're not, that's okay. Be at your edge. begin to walk your hands towards you, sitting upright. Extend the other leg in front of you. Bring your hands behind you, retract your shoulder blades, and shake it out a little bit. All right, so for taking a few breaths here, we'll go ahead and lengthen our legs wider than hip width distance for wide-legged straddle. So if you'd like to have a smaller V, because that's where you're at, beautiful. If you have more range of motion, go ahead and walk your heels or place your heels one by one as wide as you're able to, but keeping in mind to be comfortable. Flex your feet here or point your feet. So if you point your feet, you'll have more of a calf activation. I would suggest flexing your foot for a more passive stretch. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Exhale, begin to walk your hands out in front of you. Stay here for a more active stretch. And if you have a bolster, a pillow that you'd like to use, you can place it in front of you to help open your hips here. But I'd like to have my hands here to support this. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my forearms here and begin to round my back for a more passive stretch. And I'll begin to walk my hands once I feel my hips opening up more. We'll be here for another minute. Releasing any tension in our upper back, in our neck, releasing our head in front of us. Maybe you'd like to place a block underneath your head. Pretend this is a block, like this. Access our victorious breath. Breathing will help us cultivate the energy to release any tension in our body. Remind us of our edge. On your next breath, begin to walk your hands towards you. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Begin to walk your heels in front of you, and we'll go ahead and windshield wiper. So placing the soles of your feet to the mat in front of you. Walk your hands behind you, point them in a comfortable direction. Retract your shoulder blades here. Lean to our right, to your right. And then inhale back to center. Exhale to the other way, other direction. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite direction. You should feel this in your outer hips, inner thighs. You should feel your chest pulling through during this movement. Inhale, back to neutral. And we'll go ahead and recline on our back for Bananasana. So placing your feet in front of you. Exhale, lower all the way down. Arms overhead. Release, extend your legs out long. Press your low back into the mat. Begin to feel connected to the earth here. I invite you to walk your heels to the left corner of your mat and cross your left leg with your right foot. Grab onto your left arm and begin to place your hands further to the left, breathing here. You should feel a side stretch on the right side of your body. You may look like a banana, maybe a crescent moon here. The intention is to stretch our side body on the right side. Remembering to breathe, be gentle with yourself. We'll be here for another 2 minutes. Inhale back to center. Release your foot from over your leg. Begin to walk your heels back to center. Inhale, pull your knees to your chest. Bring your knees in front of you. Go ahead and press your low back into the mat. We'll go ahead and circle our knees for the next 30 seconds. This will help stretch out our hips as well. On your next breath, switch directions. So both knees will be going in opposite directions to help rotate. And if you are able to rotate in the same direction, kudos. Exhale, release your legs, extend them long. Reestablish connection to the earth, to your mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, begin to walk your feet to the right side or opposite side corner of your mat. Placing your left foot over your right foot, grabbing onto your right wrist, moving your hands to the right corner of your mat, stretching out your left side body. Breathing here. We'll be here for 3 minutes. Maybe you'd like to release your shoulder onto the mat for a more passive stretch. Release any tension you're holding onto in your thighs. Begin to really feel the stretch, maybe in your armpit. Definitely the left side body. Breathe. Five more breaths on your own. Inhale, release your legs, walk them back to center, release your wrists, placing them back overhead, neutral spine here. Inhale, press your low back into the mat. Bring your knees to your chest. Exhale. Let's go ahead and invite small movements by rotating our knees in one direction for each leg, for each knee. Exhale, switch directions. On your next breath, find stillness and extend your legs out long. Release your arms by your side. Find small connection here to the mat. Inhale, recline twist on our right side. Inhale, bring your right knee to your chest. Exhale, draw your knee across your body towards the left. Maybe you'd like to bend your left knee and place it underneath your right knee for support. If you have a block, I invite you to place a block underneath your right knee. Breathe here. Face the opposite direction of where your knees are. Release your shoulders onto the mat. Extend your arm, your right arm long. Maybe you'd like to bend at the elbow for golf post. Any of these variations is great. We'll be here for another 2 minutes. Inhale back to center. Rather, stay here. Breathe. Find stillness. Finding comfort, release. Inhale, draw your knee back to center, pull your left knee in, and we'll go ahead and sway side to side here. Press your low back into the mat. Gentle movements here, stretching out our low back, our spine here. Exhale, find stillness. Extend your left leg long. Extend your right leg long. Press your low back into the mat. Inhale your knee, left knee into your chest. Exhale, draw your knee across your body to meet the right side. Release your shoulders here, placing a block, placing your other knee for more support in this twist. Release your shoulders. Face the opposite direction of your knees. If that is comfortable for you, if not, I invite you here to explore. Noticing any sounds, noticing the wind, the breeze, or the sunshine grazing our skin, our clothes. fingertips. Breathe. Inhale, back to center, bending your knees towards your chest. Place your hands on your shins, on your knees, and begin to sway side to side. We'll be here for 10 more seconds. And for your next breath, begin to hug your knees, lifting your shoulders off of your mat, hugging your knees. Squeeze tight here. Maybe you'd like to flex your feet. Imagine a violet ball of energy here. You are indigo, you are violet, you are this energy we have been invoking with our body, with our hands, and with the vibration of our throats. Exhale, release your shoulders onto your mat. Gently extend both legs, releasing them onto the earth. Release your arms to your sides. Your palms can be face down for grounding. Palms face up to receive. If you'd like, you can bring your mudra here for our third eye chakra. So your middle finger connects, all other fingers curl in. Gently connect your thumb and place it maybe at your third eye, or maybe just on your midsection here, to promote intuition and clarity of mind. So you're currently in Shavasana. I will guide you into a brief meditation, and I will be here to guide you out. Allow your eyelids to become heavy. Lengthen your spine. Relax your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. And drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Your hands should be palms in your preference, or your third eye mudra. Still any busy thoughts on your mind, draw your attention back to your breath if you become distracted. Imagine a small violet flame surrounded by a deep indigo glowing halo in your third eye center. Feel the soothing light move out past your heavy eyelids and onward to the sides of your face and the back of your head. As the light illuminates your head, visualize the flame moving behind your eyeballs in the center of your brain. Intend for the flame to reach your pineal gland, which joins our physical and spiritual functions. Visualize the flame. It may change color. It may grow in size or shape. Remain steady and vigilant. Imagine this flame of transformation awakening your mental capacity. Into the violet flame, release lingering memories or misconceptions that don't serve you as you continue to clear more space for vibrations to enter. Allow your breath to flow to the rhythms of the tones. If you choose, you may add sounds by being mindful of sounds in your environment. Birds chirping here, the breeze. On your next breath, I invite you here to roll to your favorite side in fetal position. Bending at the knees, bending at your elbows, placing your arms to your side as a pillow. Breathe here. Inhale, lift yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Lengthen your spine, and we'll close our practice with an Om together. Bringing your hands to heart center. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. We'll take one breath together to prepare. In our next breath, we'll Om together. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. I bow to you, each and one of you. Namaste.